Hey everyone, welcome to the brand new episode of the Steins playthrough. I'm Wheeze. With me as always is Pyrolus.
Hey, how's it going?
And Boom.
Hey everyone, hope you're having fun.
We are going to be voice acting the characters, going through the entirety of the story. Check out the other parts if you haven't already. Let's get right into it.
Okay, because this music is intense.
It is intense.
Unlike my life.
Don't mind Pyrolus, he's having to...
Oh yeah, we stopped at a
crisis.
really weird point, didn't we?
Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communications are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but that vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era.
There's no war? How is that possible? How did CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East?
What have you got against world peace? Sounds to me like CERN's doing humanity a favor.
This Titor guy stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? He's a bad guy here. Die in a fire, terrorist scum.
The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilizations has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now that system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism.
This is honest.
Anyway, I want to hear more about the many worlds interpretation. You said it's been proven by 2036. How?
I knew you were a terrorist. How many have you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I really should kill your father. Protect the future.
Stop beating around the bush. Give us answers.
You're one of those old men who participated in the students' riots, aren't you? Filled your head with a bunch of Filled your head with a bunch of bullcrap, and now you can't tell facts from fiction. Am I right?
Delicious nationalist tears. Lol, 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 lol. CERN probably figured it out. They've got a time machine to experiment with, right?
That would make you no better than Titor. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Titor, question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBN 5100?
Is John Titor plugging for the commies? I thought that went out of style years ago.
I thought Titor was crazy, but this human guy is even crazier. Get a room, guys. Lol.
World War III, Lamau.
Don't say it like that.
Isn't there supposed to be an IBN 5100 in Akiba?
As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless. But if even one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III? Is that something I said on a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would also like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. johntitor@egweb.ne.jp.
Oh boy. Titor. Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
20
hours have passed since Daru started hacking. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. I glance at Daru while browsing @channel on my phone. He's fidgeting even more. Now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-tat-tat of his keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off the computer. I was going to ask him if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." I curl up a bit and then return to my phone. My discussions with John Titor just aren't making sense. Not even Titor himself seems to know about the Titor from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on @channel is conspiring against me. But how else can I explain it? Out of options, I decide to email Titor directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own address on @channel. I guess that's his way of saying, "Bring it on." In my email, I question the differences between his posts now and his posts 10 years ago. The current Titor hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. By 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. John Titor traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100. The IBM 5100 was necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. The IBM 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBM's proprietary computer language, which predates APL and BASIC. But only certain IBM engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1998, Titor meets his younger self and his parents in America. John Titor was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. John Titor is an American. Furthermore, in 2000, Titor correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth.
Wait a second. That's kind of weird.
Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions went unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, civil war in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so forth. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't come true.
I'm not sure what I'm... Are we just clicking?
Scroll down.
Scroll down.
I'm just clicking.
Press enter.
All right, let's send it now. I guess you can read it, but we basically said all the stuff that he was typing.
Yeah.
If he can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Titor is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Titor. Hehehe. So what are your true colors? Toot-taroo! Good morning! Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usual smiley self.
What are you doing here so early?
Well, I heard you guys had stayed up 2 nights in a row, so I brought you some goodies.
Excellent. Good job.
Though, to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag. And then she takes out... Ta-da! Canned Odin! The canned Odin is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. And when it comes to canned Odin, the beef is where it's at. It's a present from Mayushi. They're 720 yen each, so savor it, okay?
270.
200. What did I say? 720?
Yeah.
Real quick, when everyone
I'm
hears
dyslexic.
like canned Odin, do you think of like a mini Odin, like the Greek god inside? Not Greek, but Nordic god inside of a can? Because that's what I'm imagining right now.
No, I more think just a can of sardines for some reason.
I was just thinking, am I pronouncing that correctly?
Nah, I'm thinking
I
of
think
a
it's
little
Odin.
god.
Odon noodles?
Think
Yeah,
about
it
his
is
little
Odon
god,
noodles.
like, get me out of here!
I just found a new thing. I could just scroll up and apparently do this.
Ah!
Okay. Backspace. Backspace. Okay, there we go.
I've been getting tired of eating bananas and chicken lately. Buy these instead from now on.
But Mayushi doesn't have enough pocket money to splurge like this all the time. And Mayushi loves bananas and chicken, so she'll keep buying them. I consider saying, you'll get fat if you only eat frozen foods, but that threat's not very effective against Mayuri, so I hold my tongue. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat, no matter how much she eats. But wait, there's more! Ta-da! Next, she produces a small box with a Rainet illustration. Rainet sausage! It comes with the Upa bottle cap as a bonus. I really wanted it, so I bought it. She sticks out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck-deep in Upa goods. There are only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially. So, how's Daru-kun?
He's in the midst of a hard fight. He should at least rest a little. I mean, I never said he had to do it all at once.
Daru-kun's super Haka spirit is on fire!
Don't say Haka!
An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air.
Ow.
It hits my head with a nice thunk.
Hey, we got an email.
We've
check
got
the email.
mail.
Just
Woo.
second Mayuri this.
What the heck?
It's from who's that?
Skycloud
Skycloud.
2010?
Who's this?
I don't know.
Click. This is Amine Suzuha. First email. Thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay, don't worry. I won't email you too much, and it might be slow to reply too. I'm kinda new at this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. What are the things we could reply with?
Let's see. Slow to reply. Wait.
Yeah, hit reply and it'll. Haven't used cell phones much?
Okay, and I think I hit backspace.
Yeah. Here.
Here.
Where are you living before?
Ah, stupid.
Too far!
Too far!
Exchanging addresses. That wasn't an exchange. You took my address by force. I had no choice but to submit.
I kind of want this one. I want
I
this
like
one.
that one too. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks good.
Alright.
And shed. Oh yeah, that's it.
Alright.
I think we replied to all these.
Yeah.
And we're gone. Okay. Nice. Thunk.
It sure is tense. Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and eat quietly the Odin.
Are you okay?
What?
You said eat quietly the Odin.
Udon.
Udon.
No, it's quietly eat the Odin.
Oh. But is it... I didn't sleep a lot last night. Or maybe I slept too much. But isn't hacking bad? Mayushi doesn't want you to do bad things.
I would be a fool to let Daru's super hacker skills go to waste.
Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked CERN's system back in 2008. We found news articles about it online. That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting through.
Besides, we're doing this to expose CERN's wrongdoings. This is a war against the dark forces that secretly rule the world.
Alright, I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna take a quick thing real quick. I'll probably edit this out, maybe. I don't know. No, not this. I think it's F1.
Is he taking a screenshot?
I am trying to... Where's the button I need? System menu, so it's just one. Okay. One. There we go. Um,
I think you have to use. Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
configure. I think it's configure.
Oh, right. I forgot that was an option.
I did too. Hey, everybody, you're learning how recording works.
Yay. Movie volume. We haven't hit a movie
Oh, not
yet.
movie. I can't read.
That's okay. Neither can Wheeze.
Okay, there we go. Now I don't have to deal with copyright issues. Woo.
Let's go.
Okay, and then I can hit. Let's just do a quick save.
I was up late playing Magic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I made
you
this
have
really-
all day to
I
sleep.
made this really
you
good
have
deck.
all day to sleep.
I know. I did sleep all day.
All right,
That's
let's
why I can't
okay,
read.
guys. For the podcast later, let's just finish this.
All right.
All right, and I guess maybe
Cut.
cut.
悪いことは悪いことだよ。
Bad things are bad. That's unusual. Mayuri usually just accepts whatever I say. Well, I admit it. We are doing a bad thing. But there's no way we can stop now. I need to change the subject.
Mayuri, want to trade my sweet potatoes for your beef?
If you want to trade, I'd rather have your quail egg.
Oh, from the udon.
Don't be ridiculous. Next to beef, quail eggs are my favorite.
マユシもうず
But
らだ
Mayushi likes quail eggs too.
Settle for my chikuwa.
Okay. Chiku was better than sweet potatoes.
ちくわだもんね。
Ah!
Shoot. I learned this though.
Wait, we have the.
Scroll up.
Why didn't the scroll work? Do I have to click the scroll?
No.
What the
Do it over the
frick?
text.
Weird.
Do it over the text.
Oh, maybe it's over the text.
We're experiencing technical.
Hello?
Scroll down.
difficulties.
I'm scrolling. I'm just hitting scroll. Okay.
Backlog.
Sweet potatoes.
Okay. With that said, I skewer the chikawa and put it in Mayuri's can.
Ah, I'm glad we didn't miss that.
Yes. And I get her beef in return. Subject change complete. Mayuri really eats up conversations about food. It's so easy to manipulate her.
Soon, if I can just get the SQL table, I'll have more than enough passwords. You're no match for me.
Daru has started talking to himself. Looks like things are falling into place. Daru really is a super hacker. And I think this is the first time I've seen him serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. But all I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters.
Oh, I can't read that.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, you can't hide from me, you naughty thing, you. How does it feel to be naked?
Jarvis, record that server address.
His eyes are bloodshot, and he started rambling. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him. Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12-character string, and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence until finally...
Oh, yes! Matching ID and password. Login complete. Hell yeah! Taste it! Yes!
What enthusiasm.
Did you get it?
The smug turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction. As if he's gone into I don't
Petite mort.
know. La petite
La
mort.
petite mort. I think that's
I don't
French
know.
for something. Let's see.
Mission complete.
Mission complete.
本当か
Really?
Wow, that's amazing.
よくわかんない
I don't really get it though. After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over.
We did a bad to do a good.
Alright.
Two wrongs make a right. Two lefts make a behind you.
Yeah.
4 lefts make
A
it
condition of
straight.
mental and physical release unique to male
Characterized
physiology
as-
characterized by feeling a supreme calm and composure. Entering this state is almost like becoming an empty shell, also known as hyper sage time or saint time.
That's just
Oh.
me at night. Like,
It's like when you get
That's
super,
called passing
like,
out, bud.
super focused.
Yeah, it's like basically when adrenaline gets so
Yeah,
high.
like
that's just
adrenaline.
blacking out.
Some people would kind of
Sage
lose their memory.
time.
Yeah. All right, let's try backspace. There we go.
It's sage.
I'm
It's-
entering
I
sage
love,
time.
I love when Daru says it's saging time.
It's saging time.
It's hacking time. To show Daru my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Udon can.
Udin can.
I don't know why I can't remember how to say that word. I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
An Udin can? I just said it myself. An Udon can. The best after job well done.
Well done. Oh, that's Polaris.
Hold on. Yeah, it's Odin. It's not udon.
Okay, it's not udon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, really?
something.
It's
Yep.
Odin?
Yep.
Oden.
Cool.
It's Japanese fish cake stew.
Okay, so it's Oden.
That sounds disgusting.
It's just weird. I
Sounds
wasn't-
good to me.
I guess I was thinking udon, but it's not. It's,
Yeah. No.
I was thinking I was saying it wrong because of
I was
that.
pretty sure
but
it was something
I guess
different, but I
Oden
wanted
is
to
something
make sure.
different. Makes sense.
Well done. You really are the world's greatest super hacker.
Haka.
Hacker! I'm glad you're on my side. So, did you find out how they're planning to destroy the world?
I haven't looked yet, man. All I did was get us connected. But it's all downhill from here.
I'm sorry if you're tired, but please start checking. The keys to this conspiracy have got to be in there.
Yeah, I'll do it. But let me eat this Odin can first. Okay,
He just eats the can.
just a whole can.
After a
like
short
Popeye.
meal break, yeah, Daru taps on his keyboard more nimbly than before.
The question is, who this password belongs to?
どういうこと
Why is that?
I went into CERN's database and got a data table. From there, I focused on people with simple passwords like 11111111 and ABCDEFGH to get my hands on an ID. It'd be awesome if this turns out to be the server admin's login, but I don't think we're that lucky.
日本語で OK だよ
In Japanese, please.
Same.
Oof. Basically, if there's the server admin's password, we can test every inch of CERN's luscious flesh. But if it's just an ordinary researcher's password, then we can only see CERN's breasts.
ダルクエッチだね
Daru-kun, that's naughty.
Quit the erotic examples. Basically, you mean there will be limits to what information we can and cannot access.
Exactly. Anyway, it's only a matter of time before I get a server admin's password. Let's save that for later. I'm really sleepy now.
It would be cruel to push Daru any further. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
Oh, looks like our ID belongs to an accelerator division chief.
So it's not a server admin.
It would take a miracle to get one on our first try. How many staff members do you think CERN has?
何
How many?
Over 6,000.
That many?
Well, for now, let's look into this accelerator division chief. His name is Jack. Let's look at his email log.
And of course, the emails come up in English.
うわ
Oh no, that makes Mayushi's head hurt. It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English.
Daru, what does that say?
He can't read it either. Need to translate it.
This is a job for Dr.
That's
Excite.
me.
Oh,
This is
sorry.
a job for Dr. Excite.
Nah, I've got a better idea.
Daru boots up translation software and auto-translates the open page. Poor, unnatural Japanese shows up. The first line says, Happy New Year!
Looks like it's a New Year's greeting. Something about going on vacation in Spain. Lucky B word.
That email's normal. Nothing out of the ordinary.
If we keep scouring the log like this, we can also identify the server manager.
あのね、他人のメールを
You know,
勝手
looking
に
through someone
見るの
else's
で
email without permission makes me feel
すごくごめんな
really
さいって
guilty.
気持ちになる。
Ah, shoot.
He did it again. Oh no.
No, Boom-chan, no.
No,
now he's gonna,
don't close it.
now
He's
he's
This
gonna
is all
gonna
end
wrong.
it
This is all
all.
wrong. This is all bad.
Ah, boo.
Why
He's
is it so
going
weird?
crazy.
Read it, dang it.
Mayuri gets depressed and moves away from the computer.
I'm glad we didn't miss that.
She's depressed.
Sheev.
She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant upa cushion with a sigh. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable. However,
I abandoned guilt when I chose the path of evil long ago. Let the responsibility be mine. I will not ask you to answer for my crimes.
What a guy. I'd like Ocarine to do... I'm not gonna say that. I'm just not. You guys can read that. I'm done.
I decline your offer.
Good.
Now, get peeking, dog.
オカリンって悪いんだ。
Oh, Karin, you're bad. You make Mayushi sad.
Hey, that rhymed.
It did rhyme. That's of no concern to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean.
Wow. What a mad lad.
What a Chad. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. Looks like he sends emails like these almost daily.
LHC experiment reports. There could be a hint about time machines in there. Should we try reading them?
This is definitely a crime, though.
That's what his lips say, but his hand still clicks on the email. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols.
This is encrypted.
Of course it isn't that simple.
Well, cracking this should be a piece of cake.
Nice super hacker. He's a genius, no doubt. Daru undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real time sync is deciphering the crappy machine translation.
Translating into proper Japanese, it's...
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Polu? Pol? Pol? Pulley?
Pull.
Pull.
Pulley!
That acting's completely unnecessary.
Oh. Aw. Uploaded today's data to the server. The LHC is performing admirably. Can't say the same about the rest, though. This baby's fickle as a cat, but it was surprisingly obedient this month. It would be great if it'd stay like this forever. But don't you think this would work is unrewarding? This kitten, this 27 kilometer long kitten, has been in operation for 9 years. Our research will change the course of history, yet only a small group of people are allowed to see it. Of course, if we were ever... I can't read today. Of course, if it were ever officially released, it would be one hell of a scandal. People would probably say something like, call Robert Zemeckis to CERN right away. You could build it in less than a year.
9 years.
Daru finishes reading. I rub my temple with my thumb. Calm down. Let's sort things out.
Do you think there were any translation errors in that email?
Did Daro notice something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does.
If you trust translation software, then that's what it says. The Japanese is strange in places, though.
だとしたら妙なことになる。
But that doesn't make sense.
LHC が稼働を開
I
始した
thought the
のは
LHC was only put into operation around spring last year, but this email makes it sound like it's been in operation for
9
9
年前から
years.
稼働している。おかしいな。
That is strange.
The email's sent date is this year, 2010. So 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Titor posted this on @channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director.
Oh, that makes sense.
He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago.
Is he the guy that directed Back to the Future?
It might be. I groan. No way. Was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world? And it's related to time travel?
誰？もっと調べて
Keep looking, Daru. Search for anything related to time machine research.
マジでか。
Seriously?
I don't know if Daro is questioning my order or the possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. Either way, he begins tapping on the keyboard again.
There aren't any emails with the phrase time machine in them, but the phrase Z program was used hundreds of times in the past few months. Do you think it could be that the current LHC experiments?
その具体的な内容は
What is it specifically?
ブラックホールの生成値
Black hole formation experiments?
Let's try looking for a document. Ah,
見つけた。
found one.
Daro opens a PDF attachment.
Oh, looks like this is top secret stuff from France, England, and Holland.
国家最高機密。
Government secrets?
セルンは国家機関じゃない。
CERN's not even a government organization, so why?
つうか国家機密って。
Wait, should we be looking at this stuff? We might be in a little deeper. We might be in a little deep here.
構わん。
I don't care. Get me details.
いやいや。
Hold on, if we get caught, we're not getting off on this with an apology.
お前はハッキングで足
Are
が
you
つくよ
so
うな無能
incompetent
だ
as to let yourself be traced?
そうならないように
I
は
took the necessary precautions.
だったら何も問題は
Then
ない。
I fail to see the problem.
そりゃどうも。
Well, thanks.
Daro makes a slightly awkward face as he takes the file about the Z program and feeds it into the translation software.
5月14日。
May 14th, 137th Z program experiment report.
なお、ミニブラック
Because
ホー
we
ル
have
生
already
成
succeeded
ミッ
at
ションは
creating
すでに
mini
確
black
立
holes,
し
the
ているた
report
め
is
報告は
omitted
省く。
first.
Stop! Stop!
Stop! Stop!
All of a sudden, Titor's prediction became a reality.
やはりセルンは
So CERN did use the LHC to generate mini black holes.
公式には
But they announced that their experiments still haven't succeeded, so why?
This is what Titor was referring to when he posted, "Don't believe what they say."
そもそも実験の目的
But the goal of the experiment wasn't even to generate mini black holes. It was to create new elementary particle reactions.
Daro doesn't take his wide eyes off the monitor.
だが実際にはすでに
But in reality, they're already generating those mini black holes.
みたいだな。
Sure, does seem like that.
その先にはなんとか
What does it say next?
実験結果
Results, error, human is dead, mismatch. For details, consult Jellyman's report number 14.
リフターの調整
We propose that the further experiments be halted until the lifter is perfected and all local field conformity points are online.
What does that mean?
Human is dead means somebody died, right?
What?
Somebody died? Seriously? I groan. This isn't a joke anymore. Something very serious is going on here. Maybe we are in too deep. And what if we are? I'm not afraid. I'm not. After all, I'm the insane mad scientist, Hoin Kyoma. We can't stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring it would just leave a bad taste in my mouth. My throat's gone dry. I swallow my saliva. In an attempt to keep whatever composure I can, I scold myself for being so faint of heart.
What is this Jellyman's report?
Daro starts typing once I ask my question, but he soon clicks his tongue.
I can't find it in Jack's email. We'll need an account with more privileges.
Then we'll save that for next time. Search for something related to time machines.
You know we're not going to find anything, right?
After that, Daro spends about 15 minutes fishing through the Accelerator Division Chief's email, but he doesn't find anything about time machines.
Words like Accelerator, Technical Committee, and LHC project leads came up, so I guess we should look for an ID from there. Maybe then we can get more information.
You can't look it up with the ID you have?
Daro shakes his head.
Well, I guess let's call it a day.
By the way, what we just saw was CERN's biggest server. But I also found a strange database on the network.
Strange. How?
It was buggy.
Buggy?
I mean, it was full of some kind of code. But the code was gibberish, utterly impossible to decode. Thank you very much.
Could it be encrypted?
Not by any algorithm I've seen. It wouldn't even work as a program. It just bothers me. Why would they have a database that nobody could even ever use?
That is strange.
I'll see what I can find out.
Daro tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database. But after about an hour, the pistons he has for fingers begin speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration.
I don't get it! I don't get it at all! You call this a program? Dumbass, go to hell! Okay, the voice actor in the actual game screaming like that got me. That was hilarious.
Oh great, he snapped. I think you should stop. Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Daro with a worried look on her face.
Suing?
Sewing tools.
It actually says suing, though.
No,
That's
it's
how
pronounced
it's spelled.
sewing.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
No wonder I'm dyslexic.
I just read it how it was spelled for some reason.
My head is spinning. I can't take it anymore.
This is bad. Daro's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight. He's probably at his limit.
Good work. Go rest, Daro.
Yeah, I'll go do that. Anyway, even if it isn't a bug, but an actual program, only the guys who made it could understand it. I've never seen anything like this.
A program unlike anything he's seen? Bing, bing, bing. At that moment, music burst from my pocket.
Email.
You've got mail.
John Titor.
John Titor, are you being honest? If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM 5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I've not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I may go there later. There are 3 possible explanations. First, the John Titor who appeared in 2000 is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000 after and write about the things you have told me. But that would cause a chicken and the egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional or making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set this possibility aside. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean that 10 years ago you existed on a different world line, other than the one we're on now. However, that
Right.
Raises.
raises. Why did I see an L?
I don't know.
Another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from past to future in order to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to retain memories of a previous world line unless you too are a time traveler. That is, do you have any idea what the cause could be?
That's it.
Boom.
Once when I was 12, I had a really bad fever, and
Ever since then, I think I'm special.
Pie rollers.
I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines.
of course, everything is falling into place.
What you talking about? Mayuri looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm frantically assembling the pieces in my mind.
John Titor.
Jean Titor, sir,
Time machine.
the time machine.
These things are all connected. And now I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance.
Daru.
Daru, I think I know how we can read that program.
判明するかもしれんぞ。マジで
Seriously?
どうやって
How?
I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. I attach it to a message. Does this code look familiar? And send it to Titor. A mysterious database inside CERN, a program unlike anything Super Hacker Daru has ever seen. Its true form is...
俺のひらめきが正し
If my
ければ
hunch is correct, Jean
John
Titor
Titor
should
が知
know.
っている。はあ
What?
それは
There's no
ない
way.
わなんとでも言うがいい。
Say what you like, we'll know
答え
soon
は
enough.
すぐに出る
We wait for Titor's reply. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity to me.
It's here.
Where did you find that at? That's written in proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher with an IBM 5100. I quickly open the mail.
Whoops.
And its contents are enough to raise my goosebumps on my entire body.
Just as suspected.
やはりって
Huh?
ダルよ
I was right,
俺の予想は
Daru.
正しく判明したぞ
I know where that data
その
comes
プログラム
from.
の正体が IBN5100
An IBM 5100?
That retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to market in 1975, nobody knew of it save a few IBM engineers. Ah!
Why?
Boom's rage quitting again.
Rage quit. Rage.
That function was first brought to light by the John Titor who appeared in 2000. After a while after John posted about it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Suzuha about this only yesterday.
Whoa.
It can only decipher IBM's proprietary programming language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? Now it's a dead programming language, only decipherable with an IBM 5100. What an incredible coincidence.
Gasp.
A prime example of synchronicity at work. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings.
No. No, I say. This discovery of ours was inevitable from the start, for this is the choice of Steins
スタイン
Gate.
ズゲートのつまりセルンは
Wait, so CERN has an IBM 5100 database? Those machines aren't compatible with any modern software. Why would they do something like that?
Answer me this. What is the best way to secure a machine against external cracking?
Well, make it stand alone, of course.
Dario quickly catches on to the intent of my question.
If only IBM 5100s can read it, then I guess that's kind of standalone.
Which means that CERN's keeping their most important secrets hidden there.
How do you know about that hidden function anyways?
It is recorded in my brain's extensive index liberum prohibitorum. Liberum prohibitorum.
Titor said it himself 10 years ago, but Dario wouldn't believe me even if I told him.
Very original.
I ignore Dario's retort.
Mayuri, we have important matters to discuss. Assemble.
Huh? I can hear you fine from here. Mayuri's sewing. She doesn't get off the sofa.
It doesn't matter whether you can hear or not. This meeting concerns the fate of the future gadget laboratory, nay, the fate of mankind. So I want it to feel more secretive, like we're scheming or something.
It's important that we stare closely at the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault.
Wow.
マユシは悪巧みには参加しません。
Mayushi won't participate in your evil schemes. Well, I can't have everything my way.
Listen, you two. Henceforth, the future gadget laboratory shall begin emergency top-secret operations.
I'm just imagining...
This shall be the first stage in our war against the dark powers that manipulate the world from the shadows. Our enemy is CERN, a scientific institute engaged in the most evil research imaginable.
I'm just imagining with a split screen effect that Rintaro's eyes are just like sideways, looking at both
the whole
things.
like madness camera angle and anime.
Yeah.
That's great. Whee! Ocarine, you're too loud, and I've been up all night.
Crap, I guess I'm being too loud. That kind of ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open too. If Suzuha is down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So I turn it down a notch.
Understand? The world has no need for two mad scientists. Before they can get ahead of us, we must outwit them.
Who are they?
You know, them.
あのね、
Mayushi doesn't get it at all.
Basically, we must obtain the Phantom Retro PC, the IBM 5100, said to be located somewhere in Akiba.
I make a magnificent declaration, but Dario just rubs his eyes and Mayuri returns to her needlework. Dang it, is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here. How come you aren't excited?
I'll pass on the search. I'm seriously tired. Besides, I want to keep combing CERN's server.
That's true. Well, you're the only one that can do that, Daru, so I'll leave it to you. So the IBM 5100 investigation squad shall consist of Mayuri and me.
無理だよ。
I can't. Mayuri makes an apologetic face.
コス作りもあるし。
I have to make costumes and I have work too. So basically, you Toro are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time.
Fine. I'll manage alone somehow. It's useless to try and stop me. Understood?
また何か。
Are you going to do something bad again?
いや、口だけじゃね。
Nah, he's all talk.
I leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out of the lab. I step out onto the street.
And that's where we're gonna end it.
Yay!
I
That
step
was
out
an
into the
intense
street.
episode.
That
I
was
step out
intense.
to the street.
We get so
Woo,
much
woo.
news about CERN
step
and
out
time
into the
travel,
street.
and we get the whole human is dead
I
error
step
in
out
the
into
Jelly
the
Man
street.
report.
Woo, woo.
That's cool. Although
step
so
out
far I like
into
that
the street.
discovery better in the anime.
I step out into
It's
the street.
it's definitely
Woo, woo.
faster in the anime.
I step
Yeah.
out
They're just kind of
into
like,
the
we
street.
hacked, we found it.
I like
They-
I like the build up of we hacked.
Yeah.
We still gotta look for it.
Yeah, it is because isn't in the anime it shows the
It shows the Jelly Man like
the
as soon
Jelly
as he
Man
gets
like
in
right
there.
after. Yeah.
So I like this better because it makes more sense because
So it's
Data's
interesting.
more hidden.
That's true.
Yeah, it's much slower, but it's like the build is pretty cool.
I step out onto the street.
It's just very different.
Yeah.
Step out onto the street.
Anyways,
Bum, bum. I step out onto the street. Bum, bum.
Pyro, stop.
I step onto
Thanks
the
so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Check out our podcast, which is also on this YouTube channel, Baka-Talk Studios. Subscribing will be great, and you can find more of these episodes. Do we have these in a playlist?
Yeah.
Well, the playlist, you should have an end screen with the playlist on it. Right
Dude.
here.
Uh,
Right there. Right,
Okay.
Right there.
yep. Right.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yep, click on that.
Right there.
Okabe,
Jam meow.
Okabe discovered time travel at the age of 18. And Daro hacked CERN
Okay.
at the age of 19.
See you.